Hey guys, so today I'm going to share 6 best practices to make a good navigation bar for your website. If you like this kind of content, if you like content about web design, web marketing, or if you want to learn more about how to use AI tools to help your business grow, we have a free newsletter, so feel free to subscribe. I put a link down below. So let's get started. The first best practice for your navigation bar is not to have too many items. So here, as you can see, clearly there are way too many stuff in your navigation bar. So, of course, there are some cases where you have a lot of things to put in your navigation bar, but so for example, if you are e-commerce, you might have a lot of stuff to put there, but if you have to, try to organize them in a nice way. Try to create maybe, 5 or 6 main menu and then create sub-menu, and just to help your visitor not to be overwhelmed with information at the very beginning. So basically, here there are way too many things. Maybe you can put some stuff in the footer. Try to keep only the most important. So this is a bad example. And here is an example that is already better. So here we have a pet grooming website, I think, and very simple. It doesn't look very fancy or whatever, but just very simple. A few items in the menu, 6 items, 3 on the left, 3 on the right. The layout doesn't really matter. You can put the logo on the left and all the items on the right, for example. But here you see, instead of having all the items in the menu, it has our services and then a sub-menu with the different kinds of services. So here it's a pretty good example, very simple. You don't need to be overcomplicated for your website. Just try to be simple and not to overwhelm your visitor. The next thing, very important to have a nice navigation bar, is try to have clear titles for your navigation. Here is an example. So I really like the website. I think it's a portfolio from an illustrator. But here, my problem with this website is the navigation bar. Here, we have only some little illustration, which is nice. So on this website, it might make sense because this guy is an illustrator. But to me, the problem is it's impossible. I don't know what this is. I have no idea. I don't know. Tell me in the comments if you know what you guys think this means. But here I just can see a pen with a circle and here a pen with a line. I don't know. Here is a card. So the card might be more common, so I can understand what it is. And this here, I don't even know what it is. Also, all right, it seems like a about page. But so instead of having icons, try to always have clear titles for your navigation. So in my opinion, this is a bad example, even though it can make sense because it's an artistic website. But if you can, just try to have titles and try to be descriptive in your titles. So don't try to be creative or whatever, just be straight to the point. So here you see home, and then you have different kind of services. So bath and dry and trim, classic cut, style cut, day shading. So I think this is again a pet grooming website. So I don't know anything about pet grooming, so I don't know what those are, but I guess those are services, and then contact us. So very simple, very clear, and that's it. That does the job. The next thing you want to have on your navigation bar is to make it responsive. So here, if I look on this website up on a mobile device, as you can see, actually the whole website doesn't resize at all. It's not responsive at all. So the problem I have here is if I go there on my phone, it's going to be very hard to read the menu. All right, so what you want instead is a menu that transforms into a hamburger menu, as we say, when you go on mobile. So here, as you can see, if I resize the screen, so here I have my normal menu here, and when you resize it on mobile, it transforms into a hamburger menu. And when you click on the hamburger menu, then you have everything you need. So this is a very simple way, very common, people will know what this means. If you have these small icons, they will click on it, and it will help them navigate your website. By the way, you don't have to put all your items in your burger menu. You can, for example, if you have a website with a search bar, you can always decide to, on mobile, keep your logo, your burger menu, and keep your search bar here or something. You can do whatever you want. The main idea is not to clutter the header, the top part of your website when you are on mobile. And one last thing about the hamburger menu is you don't want to have it on desktop devices. This is actually something I see which is very common, like having the burger menu in any screen size, which is pretty bad because when you arrive on the website, you don't really know where to go. You don't see straight away the navigation, and it confuses the visitor. So just stick to the principle having your normal menu on desktop, and as soon as you don't have enough space for your whole menu, change to hamburger menu. The next thing, very important in your menu, is to have a call to action, and you want to highlight your call to action. So here, for example, I have this carpet cleaner website, and here you can see I have the contact button, which is alright. It's already good that I have this button here, but my criticism here would be that there is nothing that makes the contact button stand out compared to the rest of the website. So a very simple thing you can do is, outline the button, put a background, anything that would make the call to action stand out. Because remember, you want when your visitors come to your website, you don't want just to showcase whatever you do or something. You want the visitor to take action in something. So the call to action is actually the most important thing on your website. So it has to be visible. So here is I think a bad example. Here we have a better example with the book tour button. So again, I think this is a health and fitness center. Yeah, exactly. So here, nothing complicated. You have the menu here, which is very basic. And then you have the call to action, which is pink, which is the accent color for the website, which is very good. Like you have everything is white, and then you have this pink button that stands out. And if I come here, and the first thing I see is actually the book tour button. And if I scroll down and I read a bit about the website, all right, and here actually the call to action is here again, but I read about the website a little bit, and I still have the call to action, and so I'm thinking, this health center looks good. I would like to book a tour. It's very convenient that I have the button right here, so I'm gonna click and fill my information, and there we go. The next thing you want to have on your menu is to highlight the current page on your navigation. So actually, this is something we don't see very often, which is a shame because I think it's a very good feature. It's very simple. Like when you go on a page, like for example, if I go on the About Us page, here there is nothing in the menu that indicates that I'm on the About page. So especially here, the title of the page is not About Us. So I'm not sure. Am I already on the About Us section? If I go to service, there is nothing that indicates me. So a better example would be this website, which is, I think, a gym or something, a personal training website. And so here, very simple. Here you can see I'm on the home page. So the home is highlighted. If I go on the About Us page, it's going to be highlighted again. And when I hover one item, it's highlighted. It's very simple, but it really helps your visitor know where he is on the website, and it helps a lot with the navigation. Very, very good example, very simple, but it's very effective. And the last thing I wanted to talk about is accessibility. So you want to respect accessibility, not only on your navigation bar, but better on your whole website. So what is accessibility? Basically, it's make your website easy to read for people with disabilities. For example, they can have eye problems, like they can't see very well, or these kind of things. Or maybe they might have they're not able to use their hands properly, so they are using a voice control keyboard. I don't know exactly the name of it, but they control their computer with their voice. Or with other kind of devices. So there are some built-in features on the web to make your website accessible, and so you should, whenever you can, you should try to at least have your website accessible for those people. So, for example, this website has a big problem of contrast. Why? Because the text is displayed on an image, and that's a big problem. So that's a pretty bad example. Imagine you have, even for me, like I think my eyesight is very good, but I can't really read very well. So imagine someone who wears glasses, someone who doesn't have a good eyesight, is not going to be able to read your website, and that's a shame, because here is the main value proposition. So if I come on your website and I'm not able to read your main value proposition, I think that's a problem. I guess you understand why. So here a better example would be this website, which is very clear. We have a navigation bar which is very clear. Oh yeah, by the way, on this website we are talking about the navigation bar, but as you can see, the navigation bar here is the same. It's completely hidden, and not really easy to navigate. Whoops. So back to this website. Yeah, here very clear. So you cannot do better in terms of contrast. It's white on black, so very easy to read. Also, a cool feature I like on this website is when I press the tab button, I can select the item of the menu. And then when I press enter, I can go to the page. Yeah, and by the way, this kind of feature is built into the web, so it should be available on any good CMS like WordPress, or if you build with Webflow. So I'm not sure exactly, but you should try on your website if it's already the case. If that doesn't work, it means it's not very well coded. But yeah, that's another story. Alright guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please leave a like. It's free and it helps a lot the channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more content like this one. And in the meantime, I wish you a very good day and see you in the next one.